Di here from Diane's Den, and welcome to another Wowza Wednesday. This is September, so here we are in September, so that means we've got October, November. I'm not sure whether we have one in December or not, because I'm not sure where that week will lie. So there's at least only 2 more, maybe 3 for the year of the Wowza Wednesday. So this card, I did this one with all retired products, is called a gift card holder card. See, when you open it up, you get, oh, this is not a gift card, this is my old SIM card, but never mind, I couldn't find a gift card or anything at the time so to put in there, but I just thought I'd show you how it sits in there. And you've got a lovely space to write here, and it sits up like this, so you could put a lovely gift card in here of any kind. So this is the card we're going to make today, but I'm going to be using all new products. So let's pop that one on the side and I'll show you what I'm going to use. Now, I was going to use the reindeers and stuff out of this set, but when I opened the dies, they sent me 2 lots of something that doesn't have anything to do with this set at all. I had 2 sheets of the same thing, so it was a complete mess. So I've got it on the side ready to give them a call in the morning and get it sorted out. So anyway, so we're going to be using Reindeer Fun, and I'm going to be using the Merry Christmas and the May All Your Days Be Full of Cheer. So that's all I'm going to use out of that one, and I've already done the Merry Christmas piece, but we're going to stamp the other saying together. And then I'm going to use one that's carried over from last Christmas. It's called Truckin' Along. So this actually comes with a punch, but I'm not using the punch today. So and again, I've done all the stamping. So we've stamped out the truck with the Christmas presents there, and that's all I'm using from there. And I've done that already and coloured it in, so I will show you that in a moment. But I'm going to show you the paper we're using. This is a new paper. It's called Sentimental Christmas, and it's really lovely. So this is the paper we're using today, this one here. So, and on the back it's got these beautiful Christmas trees. Sorry, they're upside down. But we've got these beautiful Christmas trees, and then this paper here with the lovely, lovely reindeers on it. And then beautiful snowflakes on the other side, so you get 2 of each. So that's the other one of that. Then this one here with all these gorgeous, gorgeous Christmas trees on it. Oh, and I think they're gorgeous. And the other side is just plain stripes. Then we have these lovely boots, you know, stockings, whatever you want to call it, with the leaves and everything between it. So that's really pretty too. And then on the back, this paper is like just all around the edge. So it'd be great for people that do scrapbooking. I don't do scrapbooking. I tried it and I actually didn't enjoy it one bit. So, but that's just me. Then there's this one that's got these beautiful florals with ribbons on them. And then some more stripes. And then this one here, which I really like, with the candles on it. And again, this is another one that is like great for doing scrapbooking or whatever. And that's it. So that's the papers you get in that set, and they are lovely. They're beautiful papers. And even though those ones are what I would call things for scrapbooking, we won't be scrapbooking. Or I won't be scrapbooking. I'm also going to be using this lovely ribbon, which is called, I don't know what it's called now. Here we go. Let's see, satin and sheer ribbon, and it's in shaded spruce. So, and these are new as well, and they are called Real Red and White Adhesive Backed Peppermints. Well, I'm making my card in cherry cobbler, but I just thought they would look really nice on the card, so I'm going to be using those as well. So let me show you what you need, and I can show you what I've already done. So I've already cut and done my bow here, so that, and then for my sentiment on the front I've already stamped my little pickup truck and put my Merry Christmas down the bottom and coloured my presents there. So that's that. I will tell you the measurements of that, so I'll pop that there. So let me start by saying what we need here. Now I can't remember what that bit's for. I don't know. I think that might just be a cut-off piece. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think that's just a cut-off piece, yeah. Okay, let me go. Alright, so we want a main card which is 11 3/4 by 4 1/8. And then for the front of the card you're going to need a layer that is 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. And then my DSP layer, which I've done these long ways. I guess you could do them that way, but to me these leaves look like they should be that way. So, and this piece is 5 3/8 by 3 5/8. Then for my inside you'll need two pieces that measure 4 inches by 3 7/8 of an inch. Now you need to be very careful. I'm going to have to do this down this edge. Look at this. Oh, I didn't even notice that. There we go. Got all those fluffy bits off. You're going to need to be careful with those because you need them one way or for cutting. Now why are these not the same? Now I'm going to have to double check those, but we'll work that out in a minute. Then you're going to need 3 pieces that measure, that are going to go on these, 3 5/8 by 3/4 of an inch, and then 3 pieces of designer series paper, 3 3/8 by 1/2 an inch. I will check those pieces in a minute. Then for my insert, which goes down the bottom here, you'll need a piece that is 3 7/8 by 3 5/8, and another piece that is 3 3/8 by 3 5/8. Then for my holder, you're going to need a piece that measures 7 1/2 by 2 1/4 inches. So this is my front piece, and this measures 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and my stamped piece measures 2 by 3. Now I'm going to have to double check those, and if that's not right I'm going to have to go and recut them. Oops. So let's have a look. This should be 4 inches by 3 7/8 of an inch. That piece definitely is 4 inches by 3 7/8 of an inch. That piece definitely is now. That's better. So let's pop that little piece in the bin. I must have just forgotten to cut that tiny bit off. And we will start by scoring our main card for this project. Okay, so we're going to bring in our scoreboard, and using the small end because we're on cardstock, we're going to score this at the 5 7/8 of an inch mark. Now we're going to do all our scoring now, and I will go through all the different pieces as we put it together. With our 2 pieces that are 4 by 3 7/8, we want to put them on the 4 inch side. So just be very careful because it's only that 1/8 of an inch difference. And we're going to score this out 1, 2 and 3. So 2 and 3. So on the 4 inch side, which is the longest side, we're going to score out 1, 2, 3. So we're going to make sure we've got the 4 inch side again, and we're going to score this one the same. 1, 2, 3. So let's do that one more time. 3. Okay. And then we're going to score, and this will be the last of the scoring, but we'll go through it as we get to it, our card holder, and we're going to score this at 1/4 of an inch. Whoops. And 3 7/8 of an inch on the long side, which is the 7.5 inch side. Then we're going to turn it onto the short side, and we're going to score it 1/4 of an inch all the way down. It's not easy. Not for me anyway. So that's all our scoring done. So let's move them out of the way. And we're going to bring in, that went on the floor, that wasn't very clever, was it? Our main card. So our main card is the 11 3/4 by 4 1/8, scored at 5 7/8 of an inch. And we're going to fold that in half, making sure it's nice and level on the 3 sides. And we're going to give it a nice burnish, and we will layer on our front panels. Get up there, you. So we're going to pop on our front panel, which is garden green, and this lovely designer series paper. Now I do know this is going to work today because I've actually checked it before I started. How good was I today? That's got a little bit of a fuzz on that edge too, so let's rub that off. As you can see, I use an emery board. If like me, when you've cut it, my blade must be getting a little bit on the blunt side, you'll get little frizzy pieces. Just use an emery board, and your emery board will actually take those frizzy bits off. So that's the front of my card. Let's put on our little, well, no, we won't put that on there yet, so we'll pop that out of the way because we don't want to get everything muddled up. So I'm going to pop that on one side for a minute. We're going to bring in our two inside pop-up pieces, which is what I called on the tutorial, and you'll see that you've got this 4 inches by 4 inches by 3 7/8 with 3 score lines at 1, 2 and 3 on both of them. So we're going to fold and burnish all these score lines, making sure again that we keep this nice and straight, and we're going to do that on both of them. So making sure that they're nice and straight all the way down so that we don't get anything wonky. So we're going to bring in our little pieces here, which are the 3 pieces for my layer and my 3 pieces of designer series paper, and we're going to glue those together. And I should have done 2 of these beforehand, but I didn't. So if you don't want to watch me pop these together, you know the routine. Just whiz on by to the next section. I won't be offended. I do the same to other people when it gets a bit too much. And it's not because I don't like their card. It's because it's something I think, well, I know what I'm doing there, and I don't need to see them do it 3 times over, like you just did see me do it 3 times over. Okay, now if you've got directional paper, again you need to be careful. I'm going to put those 2 on one and 1 on the other. With this one, I'm going to pop this one on this section here. So I'm going to pop, am I? No, I'm actually going to pop it on this section here. So on the first one, I'm going to leave one, pop the DSP layer onto the second section, and then leave 2. That one's done. The next one, I am going to leave one Now which way up did these go? That way. So this one goes at the top or the bottom, doesn't matter which. And I'm going to pop these ones into the two middle sections. Like so. So one of them is miss one, put it in, miss two. The other one is miss one, put the two layers on, miss one. We're going to bring back in our main card, and this time we're going to open the card up, and we're going to use the one with one on it, and we're going to fold it in half. Let's move that one out of the way. Fold it in half like so, so that the two sections that are blank are on the bottom. And we're going to pop some glue onto this top section here. And then we're going to turn it over, and we're going to not put glue on that one next to where my fingers are on, but the other section that's on the open edge. So let me open this up so you can see. We have glue on the two ends. We're going to fold that over, making sure that the DSP, the layer, are on the top, and we're going to hold our card up straight like this, and we're going to pop this in so it's right up against the fold line, the score line in the middle, and even either side. Once we're happy with where that is, pop that down and squish it down nice and tight. Give it a nice burnish over on both sides so that it is done. And then when we open the card, that's going to sit up like so. How good is that? Alright, so we're going to put our card out of the way again, because we're not going to do the other section of that yet. We're going to bring in our card holder piece, which is our 7.5 by 2.25 inches. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring in my scissors, and we're going to cut away along this line. I'm actually going to notch that in a little bit, and I'm going to cut away that section there, and then I'm going to notch this one in as well, like so, on both ends of that, and a tiny little bit on the top, like that. Okie dokie. So now I'm going to actually fold and burnish this. So I'm going to fold this, so making sure that I've got it nice and even along the top, and burnish it. I'm going to fold this small end in and burnish it, and then fold this small end along the bottom up and burnish it. Give it a good old burnish. Now this section here with the two tabs on it is the front of the holder. Now I want to use this punch called Heartfelt Hexagon Punch for my little cutout. So I'm going to pop this in here, and just I'm eyeballing it so that I've got the same amount either side and the same height up here, because I don't need it all. I only need a quarter of it, and pop that bit out like so, so that I have a finger hole. So now I'm going to fold this over. Oh, actually I'm going to fold this one over first and pop a little bit of glue on the bottom along this tab here. Okay, and then I'm going to fold that down like so. I'm going to give that a good old burnish down there too. So, and then with this bottom one, I'm going to fold it over the top, because I want to be able to get my card in as far as I can, which is the one thing I couldn't do before, and I realised if I'd have put that over the top, I would have got my card in there better. And I'm going to just pop that on there nice and tight, like so. Once I'm happy with that, if you're like me and you've got a tiny little bit hanging out the side there, you can actually trim that off if you want. I'm going to trim that piece off. That's it. That's better. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to bring my card back in and I'm going to open my card up, and with this cutout piece, which is not easy to see in this colour, this cutout piece here facing you, you're going to glue this piece of this card holder to the back pop-up piece like so. So I'm actually going to put glue along the bottom here, and then position this. I'm finding it easier so that you can see. So like so, pop this into the middle up against the bottom edge so that the open edge is at the top. And you're happy with where you've positioned it, which is, so you've got a small gap either side like so. Here, it's not easy to see, is it? That's better. Oh, I think, yes, that's a bit better. You've got a small gap either side here. Now the reason I'm using this colour is because I'm doing this card for you and for my colour creation. So once I'm happy with that, I'm going to close that down and give that a good burnish across there too. So my card holder is now sitting up inside my card. We then bring in our other piece of the pop-up piece, and like before, we're going to pop glue on both of these edge pieces. So we're going to fold it in half and we're going to put the glue on both of these sections. Now if you've got a direction for your paper, then make sure that you put it in the correct way. And once again, we're going to now butt it up against the card holder like so, and we're going to make sure that it's in line with the pop-up from the last time, and we're going to close the card down so it's a little bit bulky in the middle there. We're going to pull that down and we're going to give that a good squish each side, and once you're happy with that, we can bring it open. And as you can see, we've now got our card holder. It's not a very good lighting here today. It really isn't. Right in the section middle. Let me put my card in there so you can actually see, even if it is a SIM card holder. And your card will sit in there just so nicely. So I would like to think that this is going to stick together really, really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pop that down and I'm going to lay that on top of there while I actually stamp this piece here and get the other bit ready. That piece must have been just a bit of scrap. Alright, so with our other piece here, which is our writing panel, which is the 3 5/8 by 3 7/8, you want to lay this so that you have your 3 7/8 along the bottom and top. I think. Yes. So the width is actually the 3 7/8. The width of the card is the 3 7/8. And then that means that this piece will be 3 5/8, which will fit on top like so. That way it will be the same as this piece here on the front, as in height. So once we've done that and we know that that's correct, we're going to bring in our ink and our little saying, which is, may your days be filled with cheer. I think I need to re-ink my stamp pad. It's looking a bit thirsty. Yes, definitely looking a bit thirsty. So that'll be the next job I do. Okay, so once we've done that, we can then glue this together. And we'll give that a nice wipe over. give that a few seconds to dry. Oh, that's a horrible colour. I really don't like cherry cobbler for the fact that it actually smudges very easily. I find it does anyway. And we're going to glue these two pieces together, which is our saying for the front of the card. Get up there. That's it. Okay, so I'll pop some dimensionals onto this one. Getting a bit low on this pack. Doesn't matter, there's plenty of edges. And I think I might use the edges along here. Oops. I do like it. Some people say that you can overdo it, but I personally don't think you can. I think that if you have saggy bits, to me, I don't like saggy bits on my card. Okay, so let's bring in our main card again. This is now stuck nicely and it's popping up and down really lovely with our card holder in it. Let's pop that back there and we can glue our writing panel in here, or our insert, whichever you wish to call it. Got a piece of dust on there. Okay, so that's in there. Let's turn that over and give that a wipe down. And we have our inside of our card done. How gorgeous is that? It is very hard to see in this darkened colour. I don't know if that makes it any easier, does it? No, I don't know. Some days the light in here seems worse than others. Whoops. There we go. So once we've done that, we can now close our card and we can pop on our sentiment on the front of our card. Oops, get off. Still have no fingernails. They keep breaking. I think it's because of the cold weather we've had. So I'm going to pop that onto the front of my card like so. And using some glue dots, which I have here, to glue on my, why have I got so much with nothing on it? There we go. I'll pop quite a few of these on the back. Get off my finger. I don't like things that are might fly off, so oops. So I've put 3 of them on the back and I'm going to pop that down here. Like so. Oh gosh, didn't get that very straight, did I? I'll just trim these up a bit more. That one on the floor, not in the bin. And we will bring in our real red. And I think because there's I think there's 3 sizes here. Yes, I'm going to use these larger ones. There. What do you think? I think it's gorgeous. I think I really like the colouring on this one too. And even though they are real red, they look really good with the cherry cobbler. So I hope you've enjoyed today's card. This is the Wowza Wednesday card called a card holder card, gift card holder card. And as I say, it will fit the card in there nicely. You could put money in there even if you wanted to, you know, cash. Some people don't like to use cash, but if you were giving it to somebody, not putting it in the post, I wouldn't put it in the post with cash in it. But well, not that it makes much difference, because if it goes missing, you've lost either way. But still, if I was giving this to somebody, I could put cash in there. But that's the card holder card. That's my original one. So what do you think? If you like this card, you can always head down here to Die Stand for Stamping, Crafting and Tutorial. You'll find the link down here. It's my Facebook group. You'll find the written tutorial. It goes live the same day, same time, with the same name. So if you're watching this live, when it goes live, that is, great. You can go there straight afterwards, and they go live at the same time. If you're watching this days or weeks or even months down the track, just check the date on the bottom of this video, and then when you go to my Facebook group, the date and the name will be the same. So if you would like to know more about these products, or you would really like some of these products and you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. I'd love you to be my customer. So please just contact me, or if you want to put your order in online where it says your demonstrator, put my name in there. I would be really grateful. And I will see you again on Sunday with another video. So I will see you then. Bye for now.